Welcome to the new story. This story is also a special story in itself because when this incident happened, so everyone was sacked from inside. A family of 11 members, and the whole members were found hanging into the air through the noob. Everyone has a question in his mind that why did it happen and how did it happen. You may have heard this story. It's known as Buradi Kand. But hope you will like this story as well within a second language. So let's get into the story. But before that, I would say if you wanna read subtitles of the story, so then you can press that CC button and then you can read the subtitles here. And one more thing, you listen my video complete but you forget to subscribe the channel. So make sure you have subscribed this channel as well, and let's start the story. There is a place in outer Delhi named Buradi. In Buradi, Santanagar, street number 4A and house number 350. A family used to live there, Chundawat family, but mostly known as Bhatia family. And there was a general store on the ground floor of their house. The domestic things you can purchase from that store, so that's called general store. That general store used to open around 5 a.m. or half past 5 a.m. around. That was the day 1st of July 2018 when some neighbors came to that general store and general store was closed. Then neighbor thought family might be sleep late last night, that's why they haven't get up yet. But when the time was 7 a.m. still general store was closed. Then one of the neighbors tried to call them up, but no one picked up the call. Then that person thought that I should go inside the house and ask what is the matter. Then he knocked the door, but he surprised as main gate was already opened from inside. That was a weird thing because there was two mean of this thing. Either someone of family members is awakening or someone has burgled inside the house. Then he decided to go inside the house, and when he went to the first floor of their house, so he got goosebumps. He got stunned there because multiple dead bodies were swinging into the air through noobs. Immediately he came out of the house and told everyone about this. When many of the neighbors went inside the house and they were just checking how did it happen, so someone of the neighbors called up the police and police reached there. So the police person reached, first person was the Rajiv Tomar, reached there and he went inside the house. He saw around 9 dead bodies were swinging into the air. He also sagged from inside and he just saw the another dead body, the 10th dead body, also swinging into the air, but there was the separate from these 9 dead bodies. So the total 10 dead bodies were just swinging into the air through the noobs. Then instantly he informed his senior officials, and all of the senior officials within a few times were present there because this was the biggest case of that time. And whoever the policeman reached there was saying that I have never seen such cases before. When police inspected the house, then they saw the another dead body of an old woman in the another room. There was a common thing in all dead bodies, that all dead bodies' hands and legs were tied with the telephone's wire and the scarf. Their eyes and the mouths were tied with the strips of the clothes. So in first sight it was seeming like mass suicide. But then another question was also coming into the mind, that if it was the mass suicide, it is too complicated to convince every family member to suicide, especially to the childs. In those dead bodies, 7 dead bodies of the women and the 4 dead bodies of the men. After asking in the neighborhood, they recognized as Narayani Devi and both sons, their wives, and Narayani Devi's daughter and daughter's daughter, and elder sons 3 kids and younger sons 1 kid. Eldest was the Narayani Devi, 80 years old, and the youngest was the 15 years old son. In other words, 3 generations of the family had killed there in that house. When police checked the roof of that house, so police found a dog were tied on the roof of that house. I think that was the only alive family member there because that was the 12th family member of them. Then police sent dead bodies to the postmortem and that dog to the NGO. Till then, the Narayani Devi's another daughter, Sujata Nagpal, and Narayani Devi's another son, Dinesh Singh Chundawat. Till then, they both also had come there. Meanwhile, the things were happening. So a video gone viral of this actual incident, because before coming the police, someone showed it that video and just uploaded on the internet, and then that video was viral all over the India. And as public saw that video, so everyone was afraid of this incident, and everyone just curious to know what would be happen next. So there was a huge pressure on police, and on the other hand, a huge mob was gathered outside the house and was just raising a slogan against the police. That was the depressed situation to the police, because in the first sight police was just seeming like that can be suicide, and on another hand police was thinking that can be murder as well, because the door was open from inside, hands and feet were tied. When public started raising slogans against the police, then police registered a case in order to murder sections and transfer this case to the CBI, because you know the sensitive case is mostly handled by CBI. When CBI entered in this case, and you know the CBI is fundamental, so they started investigating deeply into the house. Then CBI noticed that there was a half prepared food was put inside the fridge, like grams were soaked which was to be cooked in the next morning, seeming like the family was prepared to take the next meal of the day. Because if someone knows that I gonna die in this night, so why I would prepare the next morning's food? So that was also a big question, why they tied their hands and feet themselves. So that was also a big question. Till then the postmortem report came, and in that postmortem report that was clear that the death happened by the hanging on the noob. But still that was not clear that was the suicide, because that can be possible that someone forcefully hung them. Then CBI found in the neighborhood outside the house a CCTV camera. In that CCTV camera, CBI just noticed some of those family members purchased those stools which were used to wear those noobs in the neck. Stools purchased by the family members before 2 days. At the same day, family's younger son Lalit was just taking some telephone's wire to the house, which was used to tie the hands and the feet. Now the case was half cleared that it was not a murder, it was only suicide, and that was a mass suicide. And the another evidence CBI found inside the house, as CBI found 11 diaries there. 11 dead bodies, 11 stools, and 11 diaries CBI found there. When CBI started reading those diaries, so the name came in every diary. The name came Bhopal Singh Chundawat. Now the question was, who was Bhopal Singh Chundawat? The husband of Narayani Devi, the head person of their house till the 2006, because in 2006 he was died. According to the diary, those diary starts from 2004, when the incident happened with the family's youngest son. Lalit used to work in a company, and there he got some arguments, and in those company, so some of the enemies of Lalit was just locked Lalit inside and just set that company onto the fire. Then somehow Lalit called up his family, and his family members went there, and somehow they rescued the Lalit from there. But meanwhile, in this incident, Lalit lost his speech, and in 2006 Lalit's father Bhopal Singh Chundawat died. Then family broke into the pieces, because two soaked in 2004 and 2006. But the things changed from the incident, where once they was doing worship of the god, and then they were just reading the Hanuman Chalisa, and Lalit was not able to speak, but suddenly Lalit started reading Hanuman Chalisa, and then everyone was silent after watching that Lalit is speaking. So they got silent, and then Lalit only read that Hanuman Chalisa completely. And then one more thing happened strange. Then the Bhopal Singh's spirit came into the Lalit for the temporary time, and Lalit's voice was the heaviest voice then, and just speaking like the Bhopal Singh was speaking. From then, every family members used to obey to Lalit. What Lalit used to say, the family members was just obey that thing. And from 2006, that was the incident of 2006. From 2006 and till that time, whatever Lalit used to say, so it means Lalit was the man of the family. So after obeying Lalit, they were just getting so many benefits, like they had improved their business as well, because in the starting they had only one shop, and sometimes later they purchased another shop as well, and they were just getting improvements in the business. Before this 1st of July 2018, before 7 days, Again, Bhopal Singh's spirit came into the Lalit, and as Lalit started speaking like Bhopal Singh Chundawat and said that you are to do a special worship in the mid of the night at 12 a.m. as Lalit explained everything. And he told on the 7th day you are to prepare the 7 noobs and you are to just wear those noobs into your neck. All of the family would do except Narayani Devi, because Narayani Devi weight is too heavy, so that's what she can't do this technique. Narayani Devi will do separately in the room and you all do together here in the lounge. You are to put some water besides you. When you will hang into the air, so then the water color will change and then I will come. As the family members were obeying Lalit for the long time, so they had misconception in their mind. Whatever the father is saying to us, so that is beneficial to us, as till now we have just got so many benefits after obeying, so that would be also some another benefit as well. So they did the same, as the neighbors also just certified that they used to hear some sounds from the prayers or the mantras in the night as well. So they did for the 7 days, and on the 7th day they did all the same as they were told. But they were thinking that after hanging into the air, so the water color will change and then the Bhopal Singh Chundawat will come. But neither water color changed nor Bhopal Singh Chundawat came, and the whole family died in a once. As in this story, what Lalit was saying, they were just doing that all the things same, and in that unproved belief they just got died all the families, and the 3 generations vanished in a once. This was the Buradi case, and if you have another cases suggestion for us, so please comment down, and if you want another thing changed in our stories or in our channel, so please just comment down as well. And next I would say let's meet in a new video.